According to the 1995 Constitution, Swahili is the second official language in Uganda after English. However, its development and usage has been low. The Minister of Information, Dr. Kiswahili, has explained why the government has made the decision to make the subject compulsory.
That we recommended that Swahili be taught in primary schools and secondary schools and be made compulsory and examinable, and that is one way through which we shall ensure that Ugandans, especially the young people who are in the school system, can actually learn and understand Swahili. As to whether there are enough teachers and instructors, now that will be up to the Ministry of Education, because when we make that recommendation as a cabinet, now the Ministry of Education is supposed to sit and now present what it requires to have Swahili taught in all schools.
The Ministry of Education and Sports has been directed to develop a comprehensive policy, strategies and requirements to ensure that all schools implement teaching of Swahili, and it will include bringing more Swahili teachers on board. Meanwhile, the government has started organizing lessons for Swahili for members of parliament, members of cabinet, and the media fraternity.
Start with, we should arrange training programs for members of parliament, members of cabinet, and members of the media, so that in the near future, when I come here to brief you, I should brief you in Kiswahili, and you also ask questions in Kiswahili. Because as you know, our Ugandan constitution clearly states that Swahili is the second official national language. But we took note of the fact that Uganda has lagged behind in terms of practicing the use of Swahili as a national language. When you look at the East African community countries, from Tanzania to Kenya, to Rwanda, Burundi, DRC, South Sudan, in those countries, Swahili is fairly well spoken and understood. But in Uganda, I don't know how many of you can confidently read and write Swahili, maybe by show of hand.
Cabinet has also directed the Minister of Gender to come up with a comprehensive report showing a number of Ugandans working abroad, particularly in the Middle East. This follows several reports of mistreatment of Ugandan domestic workers, some of whom have died at the hands of their employers.
Particularly those who go to the Middle East to work as domestic servants, undergoing a lot of untold suffering. And we did direct the Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development to prepare a comprehensive report about the status of Ugandan workers, particularly who are in the Middle East, to also give us an update on how many companies have been licensed to engage in this externalization of labor, because we get reports of young people dying there, others being mistreated.
Spellings of some words disturb us and some pronunciation of words disturb us.
The move is meant to change the negative attitude towards Swahili, and government is determined to change the perception. Report by Juliet Namoya for the news.